compadres? I'm back. There was a mystery knock at the door. I don't know who it was. Might not be a bad thing, though, because I think I needed a minute to step away. Just to cool down. Okay, relax, babe. Relax your cheeks. Relax. I can see how tense you are. Untense yourself, my love. Feeling better? I wasn't feeling bad. It's therapeutic, man. It's okay to let it out. People treat emotional openness and emotional vulnerability like emotional instability. It's not the same. Being emotionally open does not make you emotionally unstable. Danny, welcome on. During the time when people began to call me emotionally unstable just to try and illegitimize my platform and destroy my credibility, it was mostly at a time when I was in a really rough place. Like, I had a whole lot happening in my life at that time. And then it just continued and continued, and they built out a story of instability. When I was never unstable, my environment was very unstable, and people continued to betray me. And so I would cry about it, and then da-da-da-da-da. The story goes on. This is water, by the way. Or this is milk. This is milk with cereal. Very exciting. Very exciting. Oh, that is good. You know, when this is all over, Kate and I are probably going to live almost exactly the way that the modern day Christian lives, just without being Christian. And if it weren't for how we were treated, and now just the constant doubt we have for the religion, we'd probably be Christian. But we're not, because we're treated like shit by Christians. So we don't want to be Christian because we don't like how it looks or how the effect that it has. We don't trust that. We see a lot of people out there claiming to be God-fearing Christians. Well, they seem to be afraid of everybody else except for God. And they do things that if you were really afraid of God, you definitely wouldn't do. I'm not the one to judge, right? Well, I'm not Christian, so if I want to judge, I can judge. Anyway, I'm a dick. What are my thoughts on marriage, says Evier? Well, can you be more specific about the question? Like, what are my thoughts in reference to me and Kate? What are my thoughts in reference to society? With Kate. Thank you, Evier. Coyote says, I'm not a fan of being in groups either. I didn't say that, though. I just said about being Christian. Evier says with Kate, we might get married, we might not. We're not there yet. We just don't know. And I'm sorry for getting defensive, Coyote West. As I wake up from my slumber, from my crazy attitude, and just everything being so scary for so long, I'm seeing how defensive I've gotten. Yes, obvious to many, unbeknownst to me, I was left in delusion. My head is so itchy right now, it's annoying. Wait, yours is too. Do you have a bite? Any bites?
I can't feel.
I have a couple. They're getting worse. We really need to get the hell out of here. I'm gonna look up those. You said $100 apartments in Florida. That sounds crazy. If we could lock that down, we're good on the YouTube paycheck alone, as long as I'm continually consistent. But I think we should still both get jobs anyway, because money is money. We need money. I hate to admit it, but we need money. Jasmine says they also have free housing for low income in Florida. Belle, welcome on. How are you? I have made every excuse for myself not to get help. I'm hoping some of you will believe me. Let me say it in a better way, right? Let's look to the positive. Hopefully some of you will believe me. The denial that you've seen from me and my attitude is mostly out of making excuses for my family, the family that I grew up in. Not wanting to admit what a not great place I came from. I didn't want to admit that to myself. And especially with everyone else saying it wasn't that way. It clearly was that way. It clearly was that way. If you look at my poor foster brother, he's like a serial killer waiting to happen. It's not good. The level of pressure that we are under. I would love to just keep going, but you know what? I want to just move on in my life. That's what I really want to do. I didn't want to be the outcast. You know, I wanted everyone to be able to sing Kumbaya. That's what I really wanted. But, you know, it's people will booby trap it. My family booby traps it. They say, well, if you're not doing it our way, then we can't sing Kumbaya. Well, that's just your way of staying lazy and not opening up to other people. It's sad. So if we can't sing Kumbaya, I mean, I don't think you're the one going to heaven because I'm the one open to you. You know, that's how that's supposed to work. I was raised in it with you. You know, I was raised in that religion with them. I know how it works. A lack of acceptance is kind of a problem. Just about anywhere has free housing for low income. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's not easy to get, says Chris. That is true. I will say that is we had a conversation when we were in Bloomsburg, which is in Pennsylvania, about HUD housing and about free housing. And they said the waiting list is over a year long, that you could wait for a year and still not even get a decision. And same with disability. That disability is almost impossible to get. Jasmine says it is in Florida. Easy to get. Oh God. Oh God, she's going at it. Really easy, actually. My mom was in Florida. I don't know. People seem to really be trying to get me into Florida. Mm-hmm. I don't trust that. Our housing has a 10-year waiting list. Oh, wow. It just amazes me, though, as we're two able-bodied young people ready to work and make life happen, that every single person watching this will just sit back and watch, just like watch us burn, and then shut the TV off and go have dinner as if it's not a big deal, like there's nothing they could do about it. Like if I was on the other side of the screen and I had the paycheck, I'd be moving them the fuck into the garage. I'd be doing something. It's mind-blowing. Such is life. Disability can take up to 2 years to get. A friend on disability, it took 11 years to get housing. Yeah, and we're not even that down and out. Like, it's just literally, if we had a roof over our head for 60 days, a roof over our head, that we're working and getting consistent paychecks, we'd be able to accrue enough to go get our own apartment. And we'd be on our feet.
Yep.
That's it. It's all it takes. That's all it takes, and we're perfectly capable.
Yep.
But not a single person will step out of the woodwork to help make it happen. Not one. I had plenty in the past. I will admit that. I've had plenty of people in the past who are willing to help me. But now, nope. And I hate to say this because this is going to sound very, I don't know how it's going to sound, but I think it's because Kate's with me. I see the attitude. A lot of people are jealous that Kate is with me. And so they don't want to help her, which is insane. And then they'll say it's about me, or they don't want to help me. They don't want to help Kate because they're jealous that Kate and I are together. Jasmine, and you're set a double standard and being a bitch, so shut the fuck up. How about that? How about you're not trying to help me? Because I know when someone's trying to fuck with me. Same with Evier. I'll play the game. You guys taught me how to be fake. I know how to be nice to bullshit people. Because it's just keeps things kosher, right? You guys have taught me sometimes kosher is better. So I try to keep things kosher. Evier says, have you guys thought about a shelter? And I'll flip just as quick. I don't fucking care anymore. I just don't play the game. Don't fuck with me. Evier says, have you guys thought about a shelter as a temporary situation? Definitely not. We're safer camping. A shelter just isn't, there's just not good people there. I mean, people that are at a shelter 9 times out of 10, it's just not a good situation. You guys can differentiate what I'm talking about. Jasmine says no one's being fake. Well, I'm glad you can speak to all 47 people in the broadcast. Man, you must be God. Did you think that right now money's tight for everyone? Yeah. It wouldn't cost anything to put us on a couch while we provide our own groceries and get jobs and provide a portion of rent until we can get our own apartment. Money is tight for everybody. Us being on their couch or in the backyard or anything like that would not cost anyone a dime. Shelters are no good. No, they're not. They're no good. Unless we'd be inconveniencing you with plugging our phone in at night. Jasmine goes, how much can you even offer for it? None of your goddamn business, bitch. That's how much. You want to exist, exist. You want to be treated human? Treat someone else human. What I'm doing is being fair and equal. That's what I was taught to do. Treat people equally and fair. You are being treated fairly and equally. My words don't change your attitude. You're giving me an equal attitude for the words that I'm using. Well, I'm gonna go fucking starve to death somewhere. Hope you guys sleep tight.